Hi everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my channel. This will be my review of True Believers, which is reprinting Avengers number 260 from 1985. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this a thumbs up and share it around. Don't forget to comment. Thank you to those who have subscribed to me recently. I'm now at 170. I'm still pushing toward 200. And thank you to those who keep commenting on my videos. I appreciate you very much. That I do. Alright, now this is all about Nebula. I did not know much about her before I watched the movie Avengers Infinity War. And I think she was green in that movie. However, back in 1985, she wasn't. You know, something that I just thought of. It would be interesting to jog my memory to see if I could remember what I was doing in the year that these came out. In 1985, let's see, I would have been roughly, I'd say 12 years old. I didn't know anything about the Avengers. I don't think I was even collected comic books at that time. And at 12 years old, I would have been in, I think, second grade, probably. So I didn't have, you know, I was just about having fun, if I could. I do like this cover. It's very nice. It captures my attention. And it tells you right here, without saying a word, that this comic book is all about this character that you see here in red. Almost looks like a vampire, but I don't think she is. So we start off the story with this guy by the name of Firelord. Never heard of him before. He's zooming through the galaxy, ticked off that the Avengers would dare to ask him to assist them in helping the Skrulls against Nebula. Because he hates the Skrull Empire because of what they did to his planet. And he thinks about what WASP said. I don't see any choice. We have to stop Nebula. And she meant we don't have any choice but to align ourselves with the Skrulls. So he's zooming through the galaxy. And he comes across his planet. I think he was, what was the name of it? I think it's called Xandar. Or maybe it's a community of planets. I don't know, because that looks quite curious. See, it looks like a community, sort of, in a way. And this is Queen Adora. I wonder where they got the idea for that. Well, he asked, what happened, She says it was the Skrulls. No, it wasn't. No, not the Skrulls, but Nebula. So back on the Skrull ship, they're talking with Captain America, Firelord. I think I've heard of him before. He might have been in Infinity War, but I can't remember. And they are all about stopping Nebula at all costs. And this is aboard Nebula's ship, which was originally Thanos's. And apparently, he's dead at this point. So you'll have to forgive me because I know very little about the history of Thanos, okay? This is Nebula. I think I prefer her as blue rather than green. And she has long brunette hair, very nice. And she even looks like a woman. Yes, she does. Which these days in Marvel Comics is rare. So they meaning the Avengers, Captain America, Captain Marvel, who was at that time Monica Rambeau. I don't have the entire history about Captain Marvel, so I don't understand it. They sent an ultimatum to Nebula. Of course, she responded by destroying the information console that the message was delivered on. Then Nebula releases her forces. WASP is in the gunner's seat aboard one of the Skrull saucers, admitting that she's actually enjoying what she's doing, and that she's more effective than she would be with her own WASP sting. And this is Hercules. I do not know how he got into the Marvel Universe, but it is so strange to see him in this capacity, because I don't know much about Hercules in the Marvel Universe. Now, Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, leaves the ship because she can turn herself into energy. Something that the current Captain Marvel cannot do, I believe. And she puts up I think, a barrier that, or she tries to put up a barrier. She puts up some type of barrier for for Nebula's forces. And this guy is called Black Knight, who actually kind of looks like a knight. I have no idea what he's doing out in space. Now, I have no idea what Hercules is doing out in space. To be honest, I really don't understand this story at all. It's just a fun read, because, there's a lot of action going on, and the artwork is very excellent. Then Firelord comes zooming through, and he actually gets aboard Nebula's ship. Then somehow I think he is thrown out, maybe, I'm not sure, to this desolate planet, while Hercules and Black Knight sail through the cosmos. Then Monica Rambeau reappears behind WASP, saying that she did it, that she overloaded their defense shields and broke them down, but she's out of power. And then here's Thanos. I was like, what? They said earlier in the issue that he was dead. So I was just, decided to keep on reading. And he wants to kill this guy, but Captain America talks him out of it. And apparently it wasn't Thanos, it was the Skrulls disguised as Thanos and members of the Avengers. Then on this planet, Firelord talks with this guy in a white suit. And before I even got to this page, I thought, he looks vaguely familiar. So I followed their conversation, and then I saw this, and I was like, wait a minute. And he mentioned about something from Beyond, and I was like, that's gotta be the Beyonder, who was part of Marvel's Secret Wars back in the 1980s. And then aboard the ship where Nebula's forces are, Hercules is really kicking some butt here. And so is Captain Marvel. And then Star-Lord grabs a hold of Nebula. They argue over who created that ship. And then all of a sudden, the Beyonder appears and zaps them, those three, out of reality, thinking that he did a good deed. But then Star Fox comes in, literally tearing him a new one. And the Avengers come in saying they wanted to capture Nebula. So he just goes poof on out of there. And Captain America is wondering what he's doing back. And apparently this was, I believe, a tie-in to Secret Wars 2, which I never did get to read back in the day. Or maybe I did collect some comics when I was that age, because I remember the first Secret Wars. That's it. It says, the saga of the Beyonder continues in Secret Wars 2, number 4, The Avengers, Intergalactic Adventure heats up in Avengers Annual 14. Secret Wars 2, number 4 continues in the next issue's crossover, Earth and Beyond. So to say that I was confused as this comic book went from page to page would be an understatement. Because I had no idea what was going on other than it was about Nebula. However, I can say that it was a fun story to read. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the artwork. I can appreciate this story as its own, on its own. I could go back and read it again and appreciate it and enjoy the artwork without having to read all the tie-ins. However, if I want to understand what's going on, then I should read all the tie-ins, which I may never get to do. Anyway, that's my review of True Believers, Avengers number 260 reprint from Marvel Comics. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. If you're new here, please do subscribe. Click that notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Also, please do give this a thumbs up and share it around. Don't forget to comment. Thank you to all those who have subscribed to me recently. And to those who do comment on my videos, I appreciate you very much. Yes, I do. Till next time, true readers, I am Michael for Spirit Comics.